Hey guys, it's Adelaide from awhile Pottery. I know I haven't filmed in a while, but I have a kiln to unload. I did a little bit of filming, but I didn't really feel like sitting down and editing and doing stuff like that. There was a family tragedy that we had, but anyway, I have a kiln here right now, and I don't know, it's all random stuff, so I'm going to go through it, and let me know if you like any of it. Oh wow. So I did a bunch of glaze testing because I was trying to get kind of a bluish bowl with an iridescent to it where I wouldn't have to actually put mother of pearl on it. So if I can remember, I will put the details in the comments of what glazes. These are all commercial glazes. Most of them I think were from Duncan, Renaissance glazes. So later on when I remember what I used, I will let you know what that is. But it looked like this has got to have Chino cream on it because on the top, which I'm pretty sure it has, because it just dripped way down. So a friend of mine wanted a salad bowl. So I did a couple of different tests to see if I could get what she was looking for. I like this one, so we'll see. Let's keep going. And then I had an order for a bowl to be copied. The bowl that I was copying though ended up a little lighter on the inside in here, and I don't remember exactly what I did, but this one turned out pretty cool. It's not going to match perfectly, but it's going to match pretty close to what she's looking for. I also made another one in a different colored clay to see if that would match in a little bit smaller size. I still think it's got to still, because I didn't know if it was going to run off. Oh, and then I got a little bit of inspiration for this shape of a mug with a little lotus on it from, it looks like Danny Lee Pottery. This is the picture I saw, and my husband printed up a 3D print of a lotus flower stamp, so I stamped that right there. I left it raw and put some white underglaze in there, and then used a glaze that I had mixed up. This one's called Maridella Sage. So I like that. I think that looked really pretty. It's kind of almost a satin matte-y quality. All right, let's see if this works. This is a lidded tea mug that I made with the tree stamp on Oregon. This is a glaze I made up trying to copy, I think it's Minnesota Clay's metallic green, and I still am not there yet. I added some matte white on top, and it didn't seem to really move very much because I think these drips were kind of when I put the glaze on there, that's what it did. So it didn't really react well. So I still don't have what I need for this base glaze that I'm looking for. So I'm still gonna have to keep buying it until I figure it out. Anyway, that fits nicely. I don't mind the color. I think it's cool, but it's just not as opaque as I want it and as green as I want it. Ooh, that is nice. So here's another one of those bowl tests. I was looking for like an iridescent, you know, quality to the bowl. This is nice and shiny. I did put some drips of Chino cream here. I know that. I'm not sure what the base glaze is, but I will put it in the notes if I figure it out. I think that one's really nice too. I'm pretty happy with both of the bowls that I've made so far. For her, there's a couple more in here. All right, so this, I saw a picture of online, and here's the picture, and I don't honestly, I don't know where it's from. I think it was like a sale website. I don't know who actually made it, but I went ahead and I'm going to use it as a vase. That was my purpose, but it can be used as a pitcher too. So I did make another size. This just has matte white on it, and then I just dipped it in most of the way and then left some raw. I'm very happy with these two. This is just a little bit smaller. Hopefully it pours well. I need to test that, I guess. Alright. So I made this as a travel mug, and now it's supposed to fit a travel top. Now I'll pause here and get one. Alright, let's see if it fits. It fits! Alright, look at that. I've just made a travel mug. It didn't drip like I wanted it to because I used my own green that I made, and it's just doesn't have enough flux in it, so that's going to have to be redone. So I'm probably going to refire this because I'm not real happy with the way that it looks. But on another fire, it could look really cool, and that lid goes on pretty good. There you go. I made some more soup bowls for some family member friends. Because I made a bunch for Christmas for my family, and then so I made some for some family that's coming into town. But those look really good. And then I made one for myself because I hadn't made one for myself yet. So that would be mine. And I don't have any drips off, so I'm very happy. And then, oh, that's pretty cool. So I wanted to make a napkin holder. And I saw somebody who had made a sponge holder that looked like this. So I just made it a little bit bigger, made it out of slab. It's a little bit sharp. Just need to sand that down a bit. So there is my new napkin holder that is going to go on my counter. I like it. That's just from slabs, and I bent it in just a little bit. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Oh wow, I dripped a little bit. Okay, so I had a custom order for, this is the mug that the guy sent me. He said, I want you to copy this. And he said he just wanted kind of earthy look. And this is for a birthday. So, here's the mug. This is for Amanda Taylor, and this is her birthday. So we did get a little bit of running on the color that I put on the lips. So I'm not real happy about that. I did make two, so I could paint and fire another one, and maybe use a different color on the lips. I'll send a picture to the guy who ordered it and see what he wants to do, but I think it's a pretty cute mug. I like the way everything else on it turned out. Alright, so, ooh, got a little bit of pinholing on this one. Yep. I do like the way that the colors came out. There was looks like a lot of running down though. But we almost do have this iridescent quality here that I was looking for. But this one's not going to work because it's got a few too many pinholes, and I would not want anybody eating out of this one. So, of the 5 bowls that I made to test, that one's not going to go to my friend. And it'll just get refired, and I'll sell it to somebody else. Ooh, gosh. This one's got quite a few pinholes too. I don't know if maybe it got too hot down in the bottom of my kiln. So, wow, this was really interesting. I wonder what colors these were. I honestly did not expect the color out here, but wow, we had a lot of pooling. So if I can remember what this one's combination was, I will let you know too, but there's a lot of pinholing on that one. I think it got a little hot down in the bottom of my kiln. Okay, I got tiny, oh, this one's not too bad. Oh, shoot. Okay, next time I am going to need to fire this differently. So here is the last one. I'm really liking the colors on it, but we got a good amount of running here, and I'm not real happy with, there's a couple of pinholes on the inside, so this is not going to be workable. So the 3 on the bottom are going to have to get refired with something else and to a little lower temperature. I did a cone 6 with a 12-minute hold, which is normal for my kiln because it doesn't really get as hot. It's a little bit older. So here's another one of my soup mugs. Well, we've got 2 options, and I'll probably send her both of those, and hopefully she likes them. Or I will refire with some mother of pearl over top of it. This mug, oh, I like it. I really like it. Okay, so this was a special order from a friend of mine, and he wanted a mug for his wife, Sharon, and she likes dogs. So I did that same shape as before. That's very nice. And did some black with some, all the way black was down to here, with some green from here I just painted on, and then the buttercream all the way down. And I'm really glad that the appliques don't have any drips on them. That worked out nice. Very happy with that. This one, oh, it looks very good. Okay, so I did this mug for a friend who is obsessed with spirals, and I had given her a mug where I did some stamps into the mug, and it really just kind of distorted the mug too much, so I really prefer doing an applique later, because then the shape and the integrity of the mug is nice. So she wanted purple, so this is Smoky Merlot. 3 coats on it of Amicos, and it's very smooth. I don't have any pinholing on this one. This is on the bottom too, so looks like Amico glazes do really well with going all the way up over cone 6 a bit. But Duncan, not so much. So my cousin's daughter, for her birthday, decided she wanted to make some mugs. So these are her finished pieces. I made one for her that was similar to hers, and so she's going to get both of these, and she painted these. This is a tutu pink from Georgie's, and this one I think is a blue celadon, like a cobalt. So those are cute. They're both no pinholing, totally perfect. So I don't know what's up with the Dunkin' glazes. Maybe they prefer to be a little bit lower, because there was a lot of running on these ones that have pinholes. I mean, we got pretty close to the edge here of running off, but none of them run off. That was really good. But I'm gonna have to refire these ones. 2 of these look like they're almost exactly the same, and I know I didn't do 2 exactly the same, so that's interesting. But anyway, that's all that's in there. It wasn't a huge load this time. I don't have a lot of stuff going on. I'm making some bowls for my sister's house. She's coming out to visit, and I'm doing a couple other things, but hopefully I will have some more videos at some point soon. I do have a custom order from somebody in North Carolina. So this is Surrey County. She wanted the Sasquatch mug, and North Carolina wasn't going to really work on this mug as a state, so she asked me for her county, which is Surrey County, and so that's what I did, and I did put an NC for North Carolina. She only ordered 1, but I made 2 because I always do that in case there's any warpage or one doesn't work out, and so I usually make both of them, so I always have a backup or something, you know, and then sometimes I'll ship them both if they both work out. Anyhow, thanks guys, bye. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you, I had to run the kiln again real quick, so I was just going to show you these last few things that I put in. It was a small load, so I ended up repainting or making the second mug, that order where I had on the last one where the glaze had bled into the teeth. So this one is much better, and I'm glad I made 2 just in case, and he's gonna pick that up today just in time for Valentine's Day, which is tomorrow, so, and her birthday, which is the 16th, so that's perfect. So, and then I just wanted to show you, I made a new set of plates for my home. The other ones were a little heavy to me, And I just wanted to try out a different shape. So I used my matte white and just made them real simple. I'm gonna have to sand the bottoms a bit just to make them really smooth and easy to stack. So I made 6 of those. And then I had an order, a gal had asked me at one of the bazaars about sponge holders that look like this, where you can fit like 2 sponges in it and it like drains into this. You set it on your counter by your sink. So she asked for 2 of those in matte white. So perfect. Those were in there. And then this was a test. So I made this mug and carved these mountains into it. And then, so it was kind of a lighter buff clay, and I kind of wanted more of a darker brown color. So I ended up taking a little bit of red iron oxide wash and just putting a little bit of that on the outside and wiping a lot of it away as much as I could really. And then just put some matte white on the mountains here and then matte white on the inside. I tried not to get any of that iron oxide on the inside because I was pretty sure it would come right through. And so I can see here on the edges where I got a little into the inside, how it would come through. So I really like how the inside looks with the matte white. But you have to be really careful with that red iron oxide wash. It just, if it gets on anything, it's gonna stain. So I think that looks pretty cute. I like this mug. I'm gonna try to do some pictures, we'll see. And then this plate I had made just with a brown clay, and then I put a white, when it was leather hard, I put a white underglaze on it and then carved it out. So this was supposed to, I put over it to glaze fire it it was supposed to be a matte clear from Laguna, and the color is not coming through here. It looks like it kind of did like a milky white kind of a thing. So now I know that that Laguna matte clear is not actually clear. I probably should have just done a glossy glaze, but I was kind of looking for a more rustic look on this. So it doesn't stand out. It's not the worst, but it's not exactly what I was going for, but that's what all this playtime and testing is for. So you can see how on the outside where there wasn't any underglaze, where I put this matte clear, how it's got this milky kind of texture. And I even watered it down just a little bit because it was really, really thick. But so that did not work out exactly as planned, but my plates look pretty good, and I made a new batch of my matte white, and I wanted to test it first because I had to substitute some of the talc in it for Texas talc rather than the regular white talc that I would use. And a Texas talc is like gray, even though it fires white is what I'm told. I've never used it before. I had to substitute it because I ran out in this glaze. So these are my test tiles of my new matte white, and it turned out perfect. Looks basically the same as the original that I was recreating color-wise. So thanks, guys.